Welcome to Weekly Homilies at St. Joseph Parish in York, Pennsylvania.
This Sunday, we commemorate the solemnity of the Most Holy Trinity. And whenever we speak about the Holy Trinity, we say it is a mystery. And that indeed is the case. It is a mystery. But the Lord desires us to continue to discern this mystery, to deepen our love of the mystery of the Trinity. Not just to say it's the Trinity and that's it. But who is the Trinity? Existing from all eternity, God is. Through what has been revealed to us by God, we know that the Trinity is one. We don't confess three gods, but one God in three persons, equal in power, equal in majesty. The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit do not share one divinity among themselves, but each person of the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, is God, whole and entire. St. John gives us a profound definition of who God is. He says that God is love. We don't say that God has love. We say that God is love. What's the difference? God is love, meaning that God is nothing but love. He is love himself. We reflect the love of God, but we only have love. Because sometimes we don't have love, right? We don't have love for others. Our love is not complete because it can be selfish a lot of times. God's love is sacrificial. God's love is complete because he is love himself. And so whenever we say that God is love, we mean that he can do nothing but love. Even when we sin, he loves us. However, we are the ones to separate ourselves from his love whenever we sin. But he can do nothing but love us. But we see here that love is a relationship, which means we need at least two people involved in a relationship. The Father loves the Son with everything that he has and is. The Father loves the Son with everything that he has and is. And the Son, Jesus Christ, receives that love from the Father and then returns that love back to him. And then the Holy Spirit spirates because of the love that the Father and the Son have. So, the Trinity is love, is unity. And so, the three persons, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, didn't come about at different times. They were all from all eternity. God is. This is so confounding for us who live in time and space and who say, okay, we're having dinner at noon today. We're having supper at 7 o'clock. We're in time and space. God is not. He is for all eternity. The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit existed from all eternity. And so, we hear in the gospel that Jesus says that everything that the Father has is mine, but he will take from what is mine and declare it to you. You see, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit gives us their divine life. This is what gives us our dignity. That the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, united in love, united as one, gives us their love in and through baptism. And so we, as a result, have an indwelling of the Holy Trinity within us. And this is what gives us our dignity. Do we realize the dignity that we have as having the indwelling of the Holy Trinity within us? How do we express the unity of the Trinity in the way we live our lives? If others would see us today, would they see in us something different than the rest of the world, as we have the indwelling of the Holy Trinity within us? Would they see us united in the faith in Jesus Christ? Would they see us as one? That survey that we took in November, from the Catholic Leadership Institute, there was one question there that was asked. What is our thought on the authority of the Church? The Pope, the bishops, and their teaching authority. And that question, along with the rest of the diocese, was one of the lowest responses. How do we see the authority of the Church? That was one of the lowest responses, that we don't have confidence or we don't really understand the authority of the Church. But the Church, through the Pope and the bishops, guide us to what Jesus has taught us in and through the power of the Holy Spirit. But are we united in the authority that Christ had given to the Pope and to the bishops to lead us to Jesus Christ, to lead us in unity? But also, would they find in us, others who see us, the peace and the joy found in the realization that Jesus Christ has come to save us from our sinfulness? Did they catch us gossiping about one another or putting each of us down? Would they find us consumed by anger, hatred, or unforgiveness? Would they find us consumed by social media, worried about what others think of us, as opposed to who we truly are in the life of the Trinity? In 2008, my brother Chris, who is a priest of the Diocese of Scranton, was assigned to a parish. And this was the first time that he was given his own parish. He had been a priest for 7 years and had worked at the cathedral in the chancery office at the diocese. So this was the first time that he was given a pastorate. And the church the one parish just had consolidated 3-4 different parishes into 2. And there was a lot of consternation in that, as there would be. However, there's a festival that they have every year. And the festival isn't like our carnival that we just had. There are no rides. There are just a lot of ethnic foods. And they call them tricky trays, but they're actually bags with different things. Don't ask me why they call them tricky trays. I don't know. However, they have a lot of food. One of the main issues of this carnival was the 2 parishes make chlubki, a Polish dish. And they only could have one recipe to make the chlubki. However, there was such dissension in the parish about which church should make the chlubki recipe that it was so bad that my brother, in a homily before he started, said that the parish were like snakes battling each other. They were not expressing the unity of the Trinity, but they were perpetuating division. And how would others who would come to this festival see the division that would be? We understand this, that we have the indwelling of the Holy Trinity among us, and it is all out of love. And whenever we mean love, it means sacrificial love. It means giving of ourselves completely to the other. Married couples have that love for each other, sacrificially giving themselves to the other completely. But this is God's love for us. We are called to love others in this same way because the Trinity has been shared with us and have been given this indwelling. Do we realize the dignity that is ours? The most Holy Trinity, have mercy upon us.
Thank you for listening to our weekly homilies at St. Joseph Parish in York, Pennsylvania. To learn more about us, visit us at www.sjy.org. Find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.